All right, so I got a little project today. I had Eric McNeil do some work for me. The guy is amazing at whatever he does. But I had tandem axles swapped into my trailer. That's a upgrade that I've been wanting to do for several years. I've been running a single axle, and as you can imagine, running that thing on Denali Highway, it's kind of risky with all the potholes and the heavy loads side by side. So yeah, it was time. And a couple years ago I scored the axles and finally got them under here. So Eric got them stuffed under there. So one thing I want to do is I want to give these axles ended up being a little bit wider than the axle I had on there before, which was this one. And so we don't have a whole lot of clearance here for hitting obstacles or bumps. So I'm gonna radius this out, and I'm gonna add basically just a short little fender just to keep road grime from flying everywhere. And I just got a new head mount for doing more GoPro video and stuff, so I figured I'd give her a shot today and try it out. Anyway, we'll get to it. All right, get a couple things here. All right, so came up with a little idea to get a nice radius from the center of the tire. I like that. So one thing about fabrication, you kind of have to think outside the box. And for me, drawing on things helps me visualize. And I'm not a super like tight measurement kind of guy. I think the eyeball, you do this long enough, you get an eyeball for it. Okay, I think that should work. So there you go. That's what she's gonna be like. That's not bad. I think I'm good there. That goes, yeah, that should be plenty. All right. Well, that came out pretty nice. So I'll clean it up with the grinder, but I clearanced right in here. That looks really good. It's gonna have to take a heavy hit to get all the way up in there. As you can see, we're running torsion axles, but yeah. And then the fender's gonna come out to about here and just tie into the sides. Probably have to cut that off, but I've moved over to the other side and yeah, my old bones. So I'm probably gonna have to cut this first. All right, so we got everything cut out. Now's the beautification of this thing. So I'm gonna cut a flat piece of plate on my Torchmate, about 4 foot, and I'm gonna go back 4 inches, and I'm gonna have it come out, looks like 5.5 inches, and then I'll have some pieces that go like that, kind of a little fender, and then I'll probably cut a little ridge. Once I get that built, I can get some measurements and get it dialed in the way I want it. So let's go in. I can kill this. All right, so I tossed the steel in already. So one of the things, since this is an older machine, I've been running this now since like 2013. So it's been an awesome machine though. It's about due for cleaning, but no, I love the simplicity of it, and I've rarely had any issues. I'd change a couple bearings, but yeah, it needs a good cleaning though. So all right, this is probably where I just need to pause the video, because as you can see, I run a computer that's just been abused like nobody's business. So it's a little slower. But all right, so she popped up. That's me in my awesome truck. You can look at that for a second. Like I said, my computer's slow. Takes a second to open up. She's working. Let her do her thing. So one thing, yeah, I'm making these videos now. So my buddy Lance, he started a YouTube. I've had one for, God, I don't know, 17 years. You know, it's not like I get a lot of traffic. It'd be nice if it would pick up, but mostly I do it just to save my videos. And wherever I go, you know, I can, like, if I go down to see my cousin or something, all I gotta do is pull up YouTube and, hey, check out these videos from Alaska. But anyway, my buddy Lance started one, and he's got his cabin and his game cams, and he does some really cool videos. and he's trying to, you know, he's working on his tractor doing repairs and stuff. So it kind of gave me, you know, it's like, hey, maybe I should actually put some effort into this and maybe videotape, because I do a lot of cool stuff. I have a lot of cool tools, and you know, I build land anchors, I work on cool stuff, and I don't ever record it, you know, because it is a lot of work, you know, putting videos together. But I don't know, somebody might find it interesting, but, and I got more time to do it, you know, since I retired, so that's another big reason. But so I'm gonna do 2 of these. I'm gonna make them 47. So that's basically the size of what I can cut on this table. So I might go a little bit further. Okay. So now we just, oh, here's another thing. So I don't know, a couple years ago I spilled some shit on my keyboard. And my keyboard, some of the buttons, this side of the keyboard works pretty good, but you get over here and yeah, it causes you all kinds of problems. Buttons stick and then you're cursing and it's ugly. So I just use it on, like, basically like I'm texting. But anyway, so we'll unlock that, and that's 47, and we will go, we're gonna go 5.5 inches wide, enter. And why did it do that? Oh, 0.25. Enter. So that basically is what I'm cutting out, and I'm going kind of slow. I usually do this stuff quicker, but I figured this is a kind of an instructional video of the, so easy. I got some fast keys where I can duplicate parts. And we're going to be cutting this out a 1/4 inch, so alright, so we got our parts cut out. Now I'm just doing some cleanup. Alright. Close enough. Okay, so I think we can split that, which would be nice. I wonder how these look. This is kind of a guessing. Actually, that's where they're supposed to go. Yeah, I can throw those on. Those will work. Alright, so I just cut out some parts for the outer part of the fender. I'm just going to show you these things pretty welded. But I'm going to put these on and then we'll show you the finished product. Alrighty, so there we go. Nice little fenders, cover up the tires, real nice. They look kind of sharp. Awesome. Alrighty, we have the finished product. This came out pretty slick. Yeah, they aren't like huge fenders or nothing, but they do what they need to do, and then they cover the tires, so. Yeah, I'm happy with it. But yeah, I don't feel like painting the whole trailer today, so that's another project. But yeah, I'll put the boards on tomorrow, but that's pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one.